Okay. This is Brady. I named him after the Brady Campaign against rifles and guns. I'm pretty sure that if I put him on the floor, he will stay there and not jump up and shoot anybody. So, to my best of knowledge, guns don't kill people, people kill people. And if you get a government that is as powerful to take away people's guns, you are going to have just absolute and utter chaos when the militia can carry weapons and guns and anything else that you just absolute liberals decide that us as honest citizens have absolutely no right to carry. You're going to have complete chaos. You know what Hitler's first thing that he did? Take away guns. Stalin's first thing that he did? Take away guns. They all had one thing in common. They took away the guns of the people from their country. This gun isn't going to do anything to anybody. Nothing. Look at it. It's not loaded. It's not going to do anything. I am 18 years old. I live in Wisconsin, and I absolutely love target shooting. Has there ever been an accident at my target range? No. Has anybody ever went on a rampage and killed a bunch of people at my range? No. So if guns are so evil and they corrupt so many people, wouldn't you think that a place full of guns would have at least one casualty from a nutcase redneck that has guns? Of course not. The idiots that kill people with guns, A, don't know anything about guns, or B, are criminals. Yes, I do believe that when you buy a gun, you should have a background check being searched on you, so that way no nutcase, criminal, murderer, rapist, anything like that can't own a gun. I think that if you have just a federal offense against you, or a felony, against you, you should not be able to own a firearm. However, because I am an honest citizen, I can own this firearm. I have the right to protect myself. In Australia, I think it was, they banned all guns. Took away them all. You can't own a gun in Australia. However, it didn't stop the criminals from owning guns. Their crime rate shot 200%. In Texas and Florida, they have the lowest percentage of crime rates because concealed weapons are legal. I wish that more states would allow concealed weapons, because if you are a robber and you go into a bank and rob a bank, would you be more likely to rob a bank in a state that allows concealed weapons, where you have no idea who has a concealed weapon, or would you rob a bank in a state, a complete liberal state, that does not allow you to own concealed weapons? Of course you're going to go for the one without concealed weapons, because if everybody's carrying a concealed weapon and you're trying to create a crime, if you're trying to commit a crime, then you don't want to be shot. Because an honest citizen will shoot somebody who is doing wrong. I can tell you right now, nobody's going to break into my house and try and murder or rape me or burgle my home. There's no way. Just because this gun isn't loaded doesn't mean it doesn't do anything. I understand that. However, if more people were educated on how to use a gun, how to protect themselves with guns, and how to, most shootings of people are people that don't know what they're doing and accidentally shoot themselves. If more people knew what they were doing around this piece of equipment, there wouldn't be that problem. Like I said before, guns don't kill people. People kill people. If I were to lay this gun out on a table at a shooting range or wherever you so choose, it will sit there until it rots and rusts and falls apart because it's been there for so long. It will not shoot somebody. People shoot people. You don't see them locking up guns in prisons because somebody got shot by them. If you're going to kill somebody, if you are determined to kill somebody, you will find another way. A gun isn't going to make a difference. You can shoot them with a knife, a blunt object, a rope, poisoning, a bow, anything. This is absolute asinine. I have never shot anybody. I don't plan on shooting anybody anytime soon. Because I am an honest citizen. I own a gun because I enjoy my shooting range. I love my shooting range. But also, I've got a perk of if somebody tries to break into my home, I can defend myself. I don't have to sit there while, there's always going to be a black market for guns. Just like there's a black market for anything. Cocaine, marijuana, anything that you want to get, you can get. Even if you were to make guns completely illegal, people are still going to get their hands on them. And guess who's going to get their hands on them? The criminals. If you take away guns from the honest citizens are going to be the ones standing in line, handing in their guns. Do you really think a criminal's going to stand there and say, oh, here's my gun? No. It is never going to happen. And if you try to take away my gun, it's not going to happen either. There will be a revolt, something terrible in this country if you try to take away our guns. We're not going to sit back and let our government become too strong for anybody to handle. The Founding Fathers knew what they were talking about when they gave us that Second Amendment. To protect ourselves against the government if it becomes too large. The government is supposed to help the people, not hurt them, not suppress them, not tell them what they can and can't do. Do you want a government that's a nanny saying, hey, oh, this is okay, you can do this. No, that's not good. Do you want a bunch of people that are absolute idiots and have no common sense and don't know what they're doing? Of course not. I am completely for guns. I would love to be a member of the NRA. Maybe I will one day. But you are not going to take away this country's guns. You are going to see probably a lot of stuff go down if you try and take away this country's guns. And I am not a redneck. I don't use this gun to kill people. Just like you don't use your cutting knives to kill people or your anything else. People are killed by hammers and blunt objects. Are you going to try and take away those too? This is absolutely and utterly asinine. But I will stop now. Me and Brady are going to go to the gun range. Like I said before, he's named after the Brady Campaign. Because he doesn't have a mind of his own. He can't think for himself. I'm sorry. A little Republican humor there. Good night, YouTube. I will see you another day. Comment if you so choose.